stranger, press play and watch this video. Spend a typical Saturday morning with me while I gist you about this book that I read while I was in secondary school. So I'm an Igbo babe, right? And we were required to take a particular language as in our WAEC. So I wrote Igbo language. And now there was a particular book we all had to read as a novel or a literature novel. And I can't remember the name, but there were two characters, Chude and Ngozi. Now, these two characters were in love, and if you know anything about writing or reading romance novels, you would know that they would make you romanticize and fall in love with the characters. And Chude and Ngozi, they had a particular way of passing message along. If I remember correctly, Chude was working in Ngozi's father's company, and they were having to pass their love message through Ngozi's father's heart. So I think there was a hidden compartment or whatever, and they had to put their notes inside that hat, and then Ngozi would put it in the hat. Her father would go to work. Chude would find a way to sneak it and read or collect the paper or the love note, read, write, and still replace and send to Ngozi. And if my memory serves me right, I think there was even a point where Chude had to leave. Maybe he went for war or something, or maybe he traveled to Lagos and they lost touch and lost contact, and Ngozi thought that he had died. She was at the point of getting married to someone else, although her heart was still beating for Chude. Eventually, I think Chude resurfaced a day before her wedding, and then she called off her wedding and ended up with Chude. Yes, I think I remember the name of the novel now, Okwarogeya Oda, and that translates to in English to when the breadfruit is ripe, it will fall. The moral lesson is basically when the time is right, the good thing will happen for you. I don't know why I remember this particular novel or this particular story, but it's something that that's adage in Igbo, Okwarogeya. It reminds me that, there's a time for everything, and eventually when the time is right, when the season is right, and you will reap the rewards of your labor. Anyway, let's come back to Saturday morning. So I'm going to be making soup today. It's Saturday morning. It's chaotic there. I have to make soup for the house. I have to make moi moi. And, Kobe, as usual, came in. He needed some attention, and this is me practicing my mother-son dance for his wedding day. Yes, I'm a mom like that. I reminisce the future. So yeah, Kobe peed. Yes, I had taken off his pampers and this boy peed on the floor. That aside, I was also vlogging this particular meal because you guys, I sell palm oil, just in case you don't know. And I needed to create content for the business. My sister came in to help me make the moi moi while I focused on cooking the soup. I was making egusi soup. And let me just tell you guys that when you make your egusi soup with palm and pantry red oil, you would never go back. This palm oil is the best, chef's kiss. But enough about that. So I started prepping the ingredients, and then my sister told me of this recipe that you could use to make your moi moi. Like, you could fry your tomatoes and your onions, and it was new to me, and I'm like, please, anything you want to do. Me, I'm ready. I'm always ready to try out new recipes. And she did it, and let's just say that this moi moi was a banger, and I will be trying it. I'll be continuing it back to back. Again, let me just tell you guys that palm and pantry red oil is the best oil you can use for any of your native delicacies. It's super, super clean. No adulteration, no mix up. I'm tired of raving and ranting about it. When you test this oil for the first time, you would understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, Saturday morning, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and the kids are all over the place. I'm gisting with my sister. My husband came into the kitchen. We were doing some couple gossip, We're doing some, look at my second baby here. He also came because he needed mommy's attention. So I put him on my hip and I started cooking my soup. And you guys, I love to give my children liver. It's very nutritious, and it also helps to increase their blood levels. And my neighbor came and gifted my children some New Year gifts. You guys, I was so happy. Like, this is Kobe's first iPad. Like, Miss Kemi, wherever you are, I really, really appreciate this gift. All right. So yeah, I gave them their liver, and there was peace in the land. Nobody struggled for any other person's own. Kaito ate his own, Kobe ate his own, and I was happy. They were really, really enjoying it, and they were watching cartoons. So a few months later, I came back, and this is how they were eating it. So people can see that Kaito is looking for Kobe's trouble. Well, at this point, I was almost done with cooking, and I just relaxed, drank water, and I was super proud of myself that I was able to achieve every single thing I wanted to achieve this morning. I did some videos for my palm oil, and this is 1 liter palm oil. Very soon we'll be having 2 liters and 3 liters. And if you want red oil, the one that that it is clean, it is fresh, and it's from Delta State, just beep me. I'm your girl. All right. See you in our next video. Bye.